lightsabers or anything like that, maybe 3-4 years ago. So there's a lot of the sort of maybe the really old school references to Star Wars I still don't get because I haven't been following it for a long time. But Force Unleashed 2, a great follow-up to the first game, which I considered one of the best games the year that it came out. All the the fight mechanics and the just pretty much everything about the game. I mean, the graphics were fantastic. It has a good story. The Star Wars story, as simple sort of a story as it is, always seems to catch me and reel me in. So, I mean, this game had pretty much already succeeded before I even took it out of the box. So I thought it had a really good story. It's fun. It's fun to wield 2 lightsabers. That's always fun. One in each hand. Maybe we toss the sound effects on there somewhere.
You're making me do a lot of work.
Good enough. I know. For those that don't know, he does all the editing on these. So anything that you see above and beyond 2 people sitting in front of a camera, you can.
Which don't get me wrong, it won't be much. Whatever.
You know, even the little box art down at the bottom is far too advanced for me to figure out. I might be able to convert this to an MP4, but I doubt it. So yeah, don't trust Whitey. No. Star Wars Force Unleashed 2, number 8 on my list.
I still don't care about Star Wars. And this is a blasphemy that I shared with Donkey Punch, but I'm going to share it with everyone else. I've never actually sat down and watched like a full Star Wars movie. I've watched, parts. Some of them I've watched a lot. Some of them I've only watched parts, and I don't care.
Alright then.
So I have never really had any interest to play The Force Unleashed. I mean, I watched Chris play the first one, and it looked pretty fun. And there's been a couple Star Wars games I've really liked, like Battlefront.
Star Wars Lego.
Yeah, Star Wars Lego, Republic Commando. I've liked those games, but as for Star Wars, it's not really a... Whatever.
Yeah, just still don't like the source material.
Just not into it, I'm also not in the Lord of the Rings, so I pretty much suck. I don't fit in with anyone.
No, I know. You don't fit in with any of these geek circles. I don't know how you can possibly call yourself a geek.
I know.
You don't fit into any of the circles. You played D&D once.
Hey, I played D&D more than that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Anyway.
Speaking of Lord of the Rings, just for a second, later on in one of these videos, you're literally going to watch my heart break. And it has to do with Lord of the Rings, so you'll get to see that later.
All right, so we're on what, 8? Yes,
yeah.
I'm on 8. Okay, so my number 8 is
number 8.
Number 8 is.
I don't know why I didn't make that joke when I was doing mine.
Because they wouldn't get it.
Probably not.
This is the first Wii game on the list.
Child.
I know. This is actually, before I say it, I could have put half the list with Wii games.
Yeah.
Like, I've been on a crusade ever since I rebought a Wii to show people that the Wii doesn't suck. Because so many people are like, the Wii sucks, unless it's for party games, but that's just not true. I mean, it's good for party games, too. But anyway, so
that's the gaming nerds hating on Wii because it's not as powerful as the other systems.
You know what? I'm saying it right now. In terms of exclusives, Wii's the best system.
Ooh.
In terms of exclusives, I'm not saying it has like the most, the greatest amount of great games, but for exclusives, it's the best.
Yeah. All right. Throwing it down.
Well, it's because when I go into rent a game, I see PS3. I go to Xbox for the same games. And then I go to Wii and there's so many more exclusives, right?
That's fair.
Whatever. Anyway, so mine is Sin and Punishment 2. Now, I remember playing the first one, and it's basically just a rail shooter. You can jump around, but you can't really, you can't control where you go. The game goes forward, and you just have to dodge and shoot as you go. Yeah. I think you watched me play it briefly.
I did. I watched you play not even an hour, but yeah, I did.
It's kind of a cheesy game, the voice acting, whatever. But the whole emphasis is just on shooting. You shoot a lot, and there's a lot going on screen, and that's fun. Sometimes you just want a really fun game.
Yeah,
just fun. I don't know what the story. I don't really care about the story. I just knew there was a lot going on, and that's And it's a game that, you know, has had some success. I've talked to some people and they've liked the first one but didn't even know the second one existed. And, well, the second one exists.
And it's one of the best games of the year.
And it's one of my favorite games of the year. So, there you go. I wish I would have got to play it 2 players because it would have been even more fun. But I don't have a second controller.
He's got a second player.
I got a second player.
But he doesn't have second controller.
Second controller. I'm sure it would be more fun. And that's my number 8.
Your number 8?
My number 8.
All right. So we're going to move on to number 7 on my top 10 list. Once again, this is going to be me showing my my great undying loyalty to the world of professional wrestling. Where my number 7 game of the year is THQ and Yuke's WWE SmackDown vs. Raw 2011 on Xbox and PS3. I can't remember. I don't think it's on Wii.
I don't think so, and if it is, it's probably watered down.
It's probably watered down, like WWE All-Stars, where they look like fucking cartoons.
Do you know pro wrestling's fake?
I heard that somewhere. It's not fake, it's scripted.
It boggled my mind.
I know.
Why don't you go watch some MMA?
There you go. I guess you gotta go watch some MMA. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011. It doesn't do a whole lot different than 2010. It adds a couple of different match types. It adds certainly updates the roster. But the one thing I will say that really, really, really disappointed me about 2011, even though it was the best, even though it was, you know, certainly the best wrestling game on the market, but, you know, and it's on my top 10. But the one thing that really disappointed me was they didn't get the Nexus storyline out there soon enough to get them in the game. Some of the Nexus characters are available as downloadable content. I think it's Wade Barrett, Justin Gabriel, and David Otunga. I think it's in the same downloadable content package as new attire for Shad.
Awesome!
For the 2 people that use Shad.
We at Donkey Punch support that download.
You know why else we support Shad? Because he's a big black man and he's scary.
We want to show that we aren't racist.
There you go.
I don't have any black friends. I have like one.
And
he's Gabe, and he's awesome.
Oh, Gabe, exactly. Gabe is your big black friend. That's right.
Well, big brown.
Big brown friend. Close enough.
Same thing.
You know. Same thing.
They're all the same to me. No, just.
Ooh.
Just
well, we
kidding.
just got kicked off YouTube. That's
Yay! Okay. Racism. I'm just kidding.
But as I said, SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, one of my favorite games of the year. Those games are always basically going to be my favorite games, except 2009 when they totally screwed up the whole series. But they sort of backpedaled from that, so we're okay. SmackDown vs. Raw 2011, my number 7 game of the year.
Nice choice, but I haven't played it.
No.
I don't know if I played a wrestling game since. I don't even know when.
Revenge?
I played like a SmackDown or whatever.
Did you?
Yeah. Well, no, I guess I played. Oh, whatever. Anyway, so my number 7 is a PS3 exclusive.
Ooh.
One of the few, it seems. Heavy Rain.
Ah, yes.
Now, this is a game that you can only play for 20 minutes at a time, which doesn't seem like it's a mark of a great game. It's just, you know, there's only so many times you can just open a door. Like, the game is kind of low-key and, you know, you do little tedious things like opening a door, taking a shower, you know, opening a car door. You know, turning the keys in the car. That's the kind of stuff you do. But underneath all that, like the quick time events and whatnot, there's just a really, really good story. And I mean, that was the whole point of the game. I mean, a quick time event game, some people are going to be okay with it, some people are going to hate it.
Yeah.
Because it's not like a typical type of game. There aren't very many games that rely pretty much all on quick time events. But Heavy Rain is one of them, and I mean, there's some pretty intense fight scenes and everything, but yeah, the emphasis is just the story. And it has one of the best video game stories, at least of the year. In a year that's had some games with some really good stories.
Yeah, see, I wish I had taken the opportunity to play it.
Because
I rented it, but I didn't get the chance to play it.
It's really good. I mean, I haven't beaten it, but I mean, the story's been really good. So, that's my number 7.
All right, number 7. We're cruising right along.
Yeah.
6 games, 20 minutes. All right.
Oh my lord.
Sounds good. It's going to be another long one. Sit back and enjoy. So we're on number 6 now, are we?
Yes.
Number 6.
6 comes before 7.
6 does come before 7.
But
or
in this video
after
comes after
7.